Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you are subscribed to my other channels, Answers by Queen Spirit and Queen Spirit 1126. Alright, so today we are reading for our life path fives, right? So what have you guys done in a past life to earn your life path number? If you are life path 14, make sure you guys check that out as well. I posted those the other week. So we're going to go ahead and get into this for our life path fives. What did you do in the past lives to earn that path number? All right. Ooh, Scarlet Letter. One more. This feels like it has to do with relationships. Okay, so life path 5 is very spontaneous, right? I always say this, when you find the number 5 in your chart, that literally means freedom. Like, you are supposed to be free in whatever aspect it's applying to. And so for our life path 5s, in order to find your greater purpose, you can't allow things and situations to tie you down, becoming committed in the wrong ways. Now, there's nothing wrong with being committed. There's nothing wrong with wanting a family or wanting a steady job, but you have to know when you get those things that there's a certain amount of freedom that you have to allow yourself, right? Whether that's sometimes you have to take vacations alone, or sometimes you need a job that's going to allow you to travel or have a variety of tasks or something like that. All right, so let's get into it. So we got Scarlet Letter and Sleepless Nights. Definitely Scarlet Letter, and Scarlet Letter already reminds me of kind of like being with somebody that maybe you aren't supposed to, maybe people are judging you. I'm also getting for like the work that you did. So this could have been, I don't know, for some of you guys, I get working at night, not necessarily like sex work, but just working at night. It's 2022 now, but the world is, and they're even trying to make it go back to what it used to be. The world had a very tight grip on what women should be and do, and what men should be and do. And so I'm getting this vibe of whatever it is, it wasn't appropriate for your gender. So let's go ahead and clarify Scarlet Letter. Whoa. We got Distant Horizon, Sleepless Nights. Ooh, Mass, and then the connection between the two. Okay, so the connection between the two, we got 5, right? All right, so just looking at the numbers right now, 9 is all about an accumulation of knowledge, right? Accumulation of emotion, experiences. It's also about endings. The thing with 9 is that you have to apply knowledge in order to push yourself through this next cycle. And so what I get is that, especially with the Scarlet Letter, it's like, man, you refuse to learn something, right? You refuse to go forward with something, even though you had all the knowledge you needed in order to do it. So we have Sleepless Nights with the Mask. The Mask is 2 faces. The Mask is about people showing different sides of themselves, okay? And we have it here along with the 4, which is a foundation. I don't know why the word quality is coming up. Sleepless Nights. I feel like somebody tricked you. It almost feels like somebody was stealing from you, taking from you. And it doesn't have to necessarily be money, but it's something that you had some kind of knowledge of. And I don't know, either you allowed it to happen because you have more faith in them than you should have, or you allowed it to happen because you were too busy paying attention to something else. But with the mouse here, somebody was skimming off the top, right? I don't like how the flame is moving all over the place. Let me get rid of this fan real quick. One sec. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. So right at the bottom, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Wow, and then I cut to the Lovers. I get the vibe of forbidden love, right? And this doesn't necessarily mean that they were the ones stealing from you. You could have been the one stealing from them. But I do get a forbidden love, a betrayal of some kind regarding love. Scarlet letter, distance, horizon. Can you clarify, Spirit? Okay, so we got Three of Swords, heartbreak. And we got the Star, which is 17 coming to an 8. Yeah, this is... however this happened, whoever this is, it was a heartbreak, whichever side this was on. And somebody had hopes and dreams that it would still work out, even though there was a betrayal here, even though somebody was lied on. I'm also getting that somebody was picked up. It's so weird. But the Three of Swords is definitely heartbreak. And see, the sword suit is all about mental and communication, right? So it feels like somebody communicated something that mentally harmed you, mentally hurt you, something that you had to heal from, right? Three of Swords represents Libra, whereas the Star represents Aquarius. So it's definitely heavy air energy. And air is all about, communication. And right now I'm getting intelligence, right? So I feel that somebody used their intelligence against you, or they used your intelligence against you. Or maybe you did it to somebody else, but it definitely feels like someone's dreams were blocked because they did something that the masses didn't like. Today, I think we would call it being canceled. Somebody was canceled because someone else didn't like them, didn't like the things that they did, didn't like their freedoms, didn't want to acknowledge that. So let's go ahead and clarify the mask, number 40. We got the Moon in reverse. What's this? And we got the King of Cups. Okay, so Sleepless Nights. I feel like you guys were, the word immediately is coming up. Immediately betrayed, right? By somebody who you thought cared for you, thought cared about you, but really they were holding back. They were holding their feelings back. They were holding their emotions back, or maybe it was you holding back. But the truth came out, right? We got the Moon coming out. It's 18, which is also 9. So I feel like things ended drastically because somebody wasn't willing to give enough of themselves, right? Sleepless Nights is giving me the Nine of Swords vibes. So I really feel like there was a lot of anxiety because somebody wasn't able to show their true selves. And we still deal with this in today. People, let's say, neurodivergence, right? The ADHDs, the autism, like everybody else on that scale. A lot of times they pretend to be okay. They pretend like they understand. They do all of this pretending so that they kind of fit in. But at the end of the day, they're experiencing things that they don't like and they don't appreciate because the world is kind of like not accepting of who they are. And that's what I get really, really heavy here. One thing that you guys are going to learn in this life is that you have to accept you for you. It doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter what other people feel. At the end of the day, if you're not happy inside, then you need to move along. because you've had plenty of lives where you went along with what everybody else was doing and it still turned out bad for you. Let's clarify the mouse spirit that connects the two. Oh, so we got 3. We got the Chariot. Oh no, we got 4. We got Knight of Swords in reverse, High Priestess in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So again, a lot of air energy. And then we have 2 Cancer energies right here. Wow, the Cancer is 7 and 2 equaling 9. So that's the whole thing. But I will say that all these numbers together equal 10. So I feel like there was a cycle that you were supposed to close and it wasn't closed. You kept it open because you felt like you could move on. You felt like you could keep these things a secret or something like that. But it was all a lie. I feel like somebody was mean, spreading rumors, really heavily into your business and trying to destroy you. This person lied about what the true nature of your relationship was. And what I get most is they threw you off balance. They kind of removed you from what your distant horizons were. Okay, so distant horizons are about our dreams, our aspirations, what we want to be. And whoever this was, they kind of like nitpicked and niggled at the things that you really wanted, at your self-esteem, at your love. It's almost like they probably criticized everything that you were about, everything that you wanted, and it made you forget like your goal originally, because you were trying to satisfy somebody who was never going to be satisfied. We've all met people like that. If you do this, then you'll get that. If you do this, then this will happen. If you do this, I'll feel this way. And you do all of that, and they still treat you like shit. This person was a master manipulator, a master liar, and you fell for it, right? The High Priestess in reverse can also be a side chick, what do they call it? I don't know. The word's not coming to me right now, but a mistress. That's the word. The High Priestess in reverse can also be a mistress. So you could have either had a mistress or been a mistress to somebody. And this is something that tarnished your name, because we have Scarlet Letter right here. So it's almost like trying to sleep your way to the top, but we all know that it's only so far that that's going to get you. And contrary to popular belief, making it to the top based off your skills is much more rewarding and also much more permanent than sleeping your way to the top, right? So when I first saw Scarlet Letter and I saw Sleepless Nights, I did think sex in the back of my mind. But I really think that this is an energy of connecting with the wrong person, them screwing you over, and then having trouble sleeping at night, and then kind of like having to hold up this facade, right? Because let's say you are a mistress and you know, this person is like, oh, just keep my secret. Oh my God, just, we're going to come out. I'm going to leave her. Or even in the LGBT community, when people be in the closet, like, yeah, I can't come out right now. It's my job. People are going to look at me funny, da, 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 blah, blah, blah. Whatever reason that somebody finds to keep you a secret, they continue to live their life regularly out in the open. So they continue to get married and have kids and build this successful life, all while keeping you in the background. Don't allow anyone to abuse your love for them, use you as a secret or anything like that. So anyway, let's get you some advice for this current life. All I get right now is that you need to know what you deserve. You need to know what you deserve. One thing about a life path 5 is that you guys don't need that kind of constant stability that everybody else needs. Like, you don't have to own that house and you don't have to be at that job for 30 years. You guys don't need that. You need the ability to move and change the way that you want. And especially if somebody isn't treating you right. So what's the advice for our life path 5 for this life spirit? I'm going to get you guys an angel card. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take this one off the top. I do see this inner child healing. So I definitely want to show you guys that as well. Spiritual growth and compassion. Inner child healing. See, Spirit is talking about you for yourself. Make sure that you love yourself enough to know what you truly deserve. Make sure you love yourself enough to know that the things that you desire are not too far off. Have compassion for yourself. Be open to spiritual growth. Be open to healing those childhood wounds. A lot of people, they grow up and they be like, oh yeah, well, if my mom wouldn't have did this, if my dad wouldn't have did that. You know, I have this running joke that, you know, it's my mom's fault, because if she would have just had that, what's it called? The inheritance that, shit, I forgot what it's called. But if she would have passed down some real money to me, then everything would have been great. But that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you're a parent or you're going to be a parent, like, we don't do everything perfect. And everything that's in the back of our mind is not going to work, you know? So you have to understand that you are taking charge of your own life and recognize the spiritual growth that comes along with that. Okay. Look at that. 6 of Cups came out. This is no joke. So what I'm getting, okay, is that you guys can be very, very critical of yourself, right? And those criticisms that you have of yourself, it must have you keep looking at the back, keep looking at the past, keep looking at where you came from, keep retracing those mistakes. And I'm just going to say, get over it. Okay, nobody's perfect. We all mess up. None of us have the perfect lives, regardless of whether you have money or whether you have a great family. Nobody has that perfect life. Nobody has everything, no matter how it looks on the outside. So remember to appreciate the things that you do have, because you can lose them at any time. This 3 of Coins is telling me not only is spirit working with you, and when I say spirit, I mean your spirit team. Get to know them, your guides, your angels, your ancestors, and whatever other connections you have, like whether you're connected to Orisha or other deities, Jesus, whoever it is that you celebrate with. Make sure you have that solid connection. Make sure you speak to them and communicate with them regularly, right? But I also feel like you have earthly connections, like people who always have your back, people who are always there for you. Don't ignore that, and make sure you appreciate the people that are always there. Okay, that is all I have for my Life Path 5s. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.